don't want to develop on this race how and what and why. It doesn't make sense. But what I think is interesting, and not also for all the others who suffered the same destiny as you, how does one cope with this, and how do you find or especially during the first days? I mean, okay, time flies and things calm down, but how to cope with the first days when people start to approach you and you have to find a way to face things. Can you give tips to others?
Yeah, actually, tips is I'm as well disappointed like everybody. So you invested so much time, so much energy for this race or for any race, and then you don't succeed your goals. You have even to drop out, and that's very hard. And if people ask you why, and normally you don't have an answer, but I had such a great season as well, and I always look back also I see the whole picture, and that helps me actually to say, hey, you know what, there are good days, and you have to be thankful for them, and there are bad days, and it's human. It's how life is. And a few years back, I couldn't think like that. I think but with experience, I have good and bad. And I think even a loss is sometimes more than a win, because you don't have to analyze it now. I don't, because you need distance. Now I just accept it, and I look in the future for in the positive future. I'm healthy, I'm good. In the end, that's all what counts for me, to be healthy, and of course I want to be good in the races, but this is just one part of my life.
And it's only one race.
And it's only one race, and like I said, I look back and I had so successful year. Yeah. But then I need to analyze it. It's important also with other people, and I will take the opinions of others, and then some opinions will be good, and I will take and learn, and because I want to be really on top in this race. So maybe if I would have done a top 10, I would come back and do the same. And maybe this defeat is like a new beginning. Yeah. And maybe I have to change a lot of things. Instead of, I did top 10 and I try next time again, similar, and then I go top 10.
It's just a question of quantity, but yes, the same mindset.
But maybe now I have to really rethink everything. Well, some things you cannot rethink everything, but maybe there are some areas where you have to improve, to make different, and different approach. A loss. I always learned the most from my losses. Yeah. So it's hard to accept in the beginning of the race, because the journey is like the dessert. The race is the dessert, but also I enjoyed the last 6 weeks with my friend Giuliano, my coach, and we had a great time. And yesterday we had dinner and we looked back and we said, hey, you know what? Maybe I didn't have the race I wanted, but we had a great time.
Yeah, so you don't have to regret anything.
No, I don't regret anything. And I think that's important, that you still can look back and say, hey, it was a good journey. Maybe it didn't pay out in the end. But and of course, I'm professional. But I think for age groupers, the journey is even not more important, but
that's important.
It's the same important, I would say, but they don't relate on the results. I mean, for me, it's a profession, so I have to deliver results. So now I had good races in the past, South Africa, Zurich, so I can say, okay, this race didn't go by plan, the others went by plan. But for an age group, I think it's more about the journey. And of course, if they not succeed their goal, they have to. But it was a great time before.
But it's not so much about losing for them.
No, I don't think I think they should take it, and it's more the journey who counts, like the build-up and everything, the experiences to come here, race this island. And even if it doesn't go by plan, maybe you learn more from your defeat than if the race goes good. You know, maybe you think more. Yeah. Maybe you think like sometimes you didn't like the journey, but then you have a good race, and then you think I do this again. But maybe that's not the right way. Even if you didn't reach your goal, but the journey was great, then I think you have to go on. So next year I have a chance again, and then next year I have a chance again. It's the chances.
It never stops.
It never stops. It's just in your head. You have to stay good. That's the biggest challenge. The chances you always have.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you're welcome.